Good morning and welcome to the MyTarot morning reflection, daily inventory, all that wonderful stuff. Hopefully an island of positivity. I don't know. Trust me, my life gets really stressed sometimes. But, sometimes when I'm working with people, doing the tarot, it's kind of like when the tower pops up or something like that. It's like doing the tarot or any kind of meditation. It really is just trying to find the positive in a situation. For me, it's acknowledging that life's a bear. Could have said another word, but I'll be polite. But good morning, Jess. I was just thinking though, stress and stuff like that, why we meditate, why we do the tarot, why we go to somebody like Jess, who I guess you're not doing it right now, but Jess is amazing. And but it is about finding that island of positivity when we sit there. Everybody's got their stresses in life, but if we can find that little light at the end of the tunnel, if we can light a little candle during that stress, and sometimes it's by doing something like this where we're going outside of ourselves and we're looking not for answers inside, because you can't fix what's up here with what's up here. But for me, when I'm stressed, it's a way of looking outside myself. And it's one of those things I was talking to somebody about. And again, particularly if the tower or something supposedly negative pops up. And I always say, wouldn't you rather know? And at least that way you can then map out the next course without hiding your head and being surprised. So, and good morning, Maureen. You're just not doing events. Oh, well, then Charmed by Jess. Go to her Facebook page. She does amazing. She does this really cool things with charms, which I had never seen before. She's got this cool, it's a really cool pad. Don't even know where you got that pad, but it's really cool. And she has charms that, bracelet charms, stones, things like that. And then I believe you had Mina grab them and toss them and onto the pad, and then a sense, a pattern appears, and Mina thought it was like the coolest thing. Hello, Cody. Stress is high here with the move. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hi, Cody. Oh, hi, Cody. Yeah. And your eldest kept keeping you awake at night. Oh. Well, let's see what the universe has for us today. So, what are we doing? Well, for me, my light switch, as I always put it, is the sound of the cards, which remind me to breathe. So I listen to them like the sounds of the ocean, and feet flat on the floor and butt comfortable in the seat. Shoulders relaxed and neck relaxed. And just remembering to breathe. Or as I like to ask people, when was the last time you took a breath? So. Okay, so what are we going to do here? I'm going to make our 3 stacks. Each one a different thread going out to the universe, each one a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path, because this stack will lead down one path, this conversation another path, and this a totally different one. And today, just because so many special people are here today, I'm going to grab the center, which is, I like to think of as the heart. So, I'm going to do our 3-in-1. And I'll flip each one over like they're the pages of a book. See what I'm talking about with stress. So here we have the Ten of Swords. And this looks like stress incarnate. So here we have this guy laying here. You know, his day is so bad, he's got a sword sticking out of his ear. I mean, who else has got a day that bad? But as I like to tell people, it's like, I call this the I'm okay card. Because here we have this person down here, and they're giving the little signal here. You know, and you ask this person how they're doing, and what are they going to say? I'm okay. You know, they're going to give you the thumbs up. I'm okay. You know, but so what are swords? Swords are the element of air. They're thoughts. They're ideas. There are anxieties by this point. You know, at one, when you have one thought, that's great. It's a seed. You plant that seed. You get 4 swords, and you get stability because you have 4 legs on a table, and it's stability of thought. But when you start collecting more swords as you're walking along and you're carrying them, 7 swords gets heavy. 8 swords. If you're carrying that much steel, by the time you get to 10 swords, and you're carrying that much steel, and remember, these are all our anxieties, you eventually just kind of collapse. But the thing is that this is the 10. So 10 means it's a renewal coming of a cycle. 1 and a 0. You've gone through 1 through 9. 9 is where you win the race. 10 is where you just live with, you know, the winnings of that race. But again, nobody has a day that's this bad. This is how it feels to us, you know? But again, how do we handle it with, I'm okay. And so I'm going to pull the next card, which is the King of Pentacles. So much metal. So Pentacles. Pentacles are about home, health, finances, all those things that keep us grounded, but also all those things that can stress us out. So home, health, finances, all those things like that. And kings are someone who takes charge, has to make sure things get done. Kings end up being very much in their head. Not a whole lot of emotions, not a whole lot of, it's like, oh my gosh, this is how it's going to happen. This has to get done. And with the court cards, again, gender neutral, not male or female, it's masculine, feminine energy. And court cards can be us or somebody else. So this could be somebody else in our lives, but let's see what, he's kind of looking over to the right. And we see the Knight of Swords. Knights, look at that fire and energy. Okay, look at this fire and energy as this person's running. They've got the sword right here, running with ideas. You know, sometimes when I say, you know, when there's more than one court cards, it can be a couple things. It can be people. Or sometimes when I see that many court cards, sometimes it's a conflict. You know, here's trying to take charge and things like that, and trying to get over all this stress and stuff, and somebody or something, or our anxieties come in and say, oh, wait. Now that you're relaxed a little bit, here's one more sword you forgot. Here's a sword you forgot. Well, let's see what the advice card says. Some relief. Okay. So the advice card. This is what's going to bring us down to earth, because I tell you what I'm seeing here. And again, being an intuitive, it's like, you know, throw the books away. But I see all the stress and anxiety. I see it's like, all right, I need to get all this stuff done. It's like when we try and really center ourselves, and then here comes somebody again. It's like, oh, you forgot this sword. To really just bring it all back in together. Oh my gosh. Is this not my life? I don't know. But then we have the 6 of coins as the advice card. And I want you to look at this. Nobody's saying that life is not tough, right? We know that. So 6s are about harmony and improvement. Like, dude, I just got rid of some swords. But look at this card here. So I always talk about the numerology, and I like explaining how 1 is a seed, like you're at the bottom of the hill, and 2, you're making choices, and 4, you're going up, and you have stability. It's like maybe you're getting some help. 5s are always a challenge, though. So you're going up that hill, and you're halfway to 10. And am I going to make it over the 5? Am I going to make it over the 5? And then finally you make the decision, and you just do that extra push. You make it over the 5. And that relief you have when you finally just kind of like do you complete some small step in something. Well, when you reach 6, sometimes 2 things can happen. 1, we either need to be willing to accept help from other people and we forget that. Or we can be grateful for what we've done, and it's like maybe reaching out to somebody else, and we're the ones offering the help. So 6s are about harmony, improvement, things, finally, a couple of things making sense. And that's dealing with home, health, finance, a tough move, things like that. Sometimes, as I say, sometimes the best gift that we can give to somebody is to be willing to accept their help. So, for example, if the King of Pentacles is somebody that we know, and they see our stress, or it's somebody who at least might commiserate. When you're a good friend, when you're at least a friend with somebody, when you're an acquaintance with somebody and they offer help, when you say, you know what, at a minimum, let's just get a cup of coffee. You've just kind of maybe helped them. Or if this is us feeling all that stress, maybe we need to be willing to ask for help, or just, hey, will you go out for a cup of coffee with me? The thing about the 6 of Pentacles, what this is reminding us, is that it feels like we're doing things alone. Sometimes it's hard to talk to our partner because they're so involved. Maybe we need to reach out and just pick up the phone. That phone does weigh 200 pounds sometimes. Absolutely. But with the 6 of Coins, it's about getting out of ourselves. It's about being willing to help somebody if we're finally, things start cooling out. Or, because, hey, if we can be the King of Pentacles and it's like, great, and this person's going to bring in another sword, but I've got my poop lined up, great. But I still sometimes need to get out of myself. Or if this is just one more thing that might break the camel's back, who can we at least call? Who do we know who could be a King of Pentacles? So today, it's just about not just looking inside at us, but being aware of other people around us. Maybe it's our chance to do somebody a good turn. And I'm thinking about this, and I've got some very stressful things going on at work. But I see this, and I'm so stressed out at my job, maybe I'm not thinking about my partner. So maybe if I just get like a card or a flower or something silly for no reason whatsoever, maybe that's what I need to do to get out of myself. And so that's what I'm kind of thinking. So today is acknowledging that we have stress, acknowledging. And again, I'm going to throw out one other thing, is that these are minor cards. This is just a Wednesday. This is not majors, which are destiny cards. This is the same stuff we all go through at various levels. But the positive thing here today is that it's a reminder that we don't need to do it alone. We don't need to be a King of Pentacles where we're at the top of the heap and we can't share. We're more like, you know what? We decide whether we're the person that needs to give, or we need to be the one that says, you know what, will you go out with for a cup of coffee with me? Today is just about the 6 of coins, getting out of ourselves and, taking care of ourselves and maybe taking care of somebody else. So with that, your stress is acknowledged. And today, one last thing, no matter how stressed you may be today, somebody's going to ride up with that extra sword. Somebody's going to ride up with that extra sword, but we're prepared. And we are going to have a plan O action. So take care, have fun, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks again.